Hello guys, welcome to my channel Web Guru World. So guys, last time I hope you saw my earlier videos where we have created one currency change input field. Like you can change the currency by putting a value. Let's suppose you wanted to put an US dollar value, so you can change it into any country. So I take an example for India, so you can change $1 to INR. Okay, so this is what we have created in last video. So now we just wanted to expand it a little bit more. So what is the idea is like we can also change, like here we have like predefined that we are changing only US to INR. Okay, so the idea is we can also change any country by selecting them any country icon. Okay, so I hope you saw earlier that we have a inspiration interaction where you like the guy the build the interaction, he also changing the country map. Okay, so that is what we will try to achieve. I will put a drop down icon here with the country map. Okay, so that whatsoever country you will choose, you can change the currency accordingly. Okay, so this that will be the third part of this segment. Okay, so let's be with us and try to learn, and please do share and subscribe my channel so that the other guys also can learn, and you will also be motivated with the Figma tutorials. Okay, so I'm just starting. For that what we need to do is I'm just coming to my Figma file. Okay, and now I'm just coming to the this third layer where you can see that we have created I just already created some of the items, just because obviously if I do it manually it will take so much time. So for that I have created I already added some of the elements. So first item will be called flags. Okay, flag means there will be country flag. So first is like CHF, that is called Czech Republic. After that we have USA, we have Europe, we have Japan, we have Great Britain. Okay, so I also named these flag as in a shorter way like CHUS, so that it will easier to you to remember these countries. Okay, so you can see that I have named those countries flags. Okay, after that we have number set, which we already created in earlier videos. After that we have arrows variant. Okay, and first one will be called as a default, and after the second one will be called as active. You can make it as a true and false, it's up to you that how you wanted to interact or you wanted to use this in your variable. So right now I will not call this with the variable, so that is why I'm using it as a default and active. In case you wanted to call it by the variable, so you can use as a true and false, so that will be helpful for you. Okay, so now moving to the next part, which will be keyboard. Okay, so if you saw my earlier video, you remember that we have created one keyboard where we also use some variables logics. Okay, so with these logics we changes the dollar value, and these dollar value converted into the rupees. Okay, similarly you can also delete that by pressing backspace, delete the one back. Okay, and you can also clean it up. Okay, so that was the logic we have created earlier video. So now the thing is, as I already mentioned you, that we need to create a country change mode style. Okay, so means you can change any country by clicking on the drop down. Okay, but the thing is, obviously we need if you wanted to change any country by selecting the drop down, the keyboard should be changed accordingly, just because in the keyboard we have passed some values means like if you wanted to change US dollar to INR, so we have passed the logic accordingly in the keyboard in the last in this particular keyboard. Okay, if you see here if I opened it, you can see that I passed the value that rupees 1 rupees will be multiplied of 90, 90, just because I am assuming that 1 US dollar will be values has a 90 INR. Okay, so that is the logic we need to implement in every country, where whatever the country you wanted to change in your with your interaction. Okay, so here I just placed 4 countries just because I wanted to show you by changing the 4 countries. It's up to you that you wanted to create all the country, you wanted to track all the country, you can create very keyboard accordingly. Okay, but now right now currently I'm just wanted to change showcase only 2 to 3 countries, so that is why I just placed 4 countries keyboard here so that I can show you. Okay, similarly I have passed all the pair like what to say values according to the required what to say, if I wanted to CHF to GBP, whatever the values one GBP has, we're talking about one CHF, let's suppose has a 45 value, so I have placed the value accordingly. So now if you see here, right now the CHF has a if I wanted to convert one CHF to GBP, it has the 1.09 value. Okay, so similarly, and that is also I repeated in the backspace. Okay, so keep in mind whatever the value you are putting in the number, you need to put it also in the backspace, just because otherwise what will happen, the logic will be get miscalculated. Similarly GBP to euro, 1 GBP has a 1.24, but guys keep in mind that Figma always use our lump sum value. Lump sum value means right now if you Google it, GBP to euro, it will show you 1.2638 or kind of number. Okay, so it can be 3 to 4 after the dot, it can be 3 or 4 or 5 digit longer, but in a Figma, what Figma do, Figma may change it accordingly, like lump sum. Lump sum means if the number has a more than a 5, it or 5 or more than a 5, it will change to increased number. Let's suppose I have a value, let's for example 1.236. okay, so means 6 has a longer number. Okay, means more than a 5 or more than a 5, so it will change 3 number to 4. Okay, so that is what Figma do. Okay, so you need to keep in mind that thing, and you need to mention in the helper text also that this has this value, like one GBP has a 1.24 value. Okay, so keep in that mind also. Otherwise, like you will place the specific value here, and your logic will show different value, so maybe it will not relate to your interaction, so someone can question you. So keep in mind that thing. Okay, now what is the next thing? Next thing is like what we did in the flags, that we named the flags like in a shorter form. Similarly here we need to do like keep your flag keyboard name accordingly, like shorter and a crypt, so that you can easily remember that. Okay, also we need to use it when we will pass the some values in the variable, so that I will show you how or where we need to do that. Okay, but the thing is keep in mind that you please keep it in a short and crisp. So let's suppose CHF to GBP, I am keeping it CH dash GB, means I'm just taking to initial 2 characters. Okay, so that is the first thing, sorry, second thing. Okay, now we are moving to the next part. Next part is I'm just copying this keyboard and I'm pasting it here, putting it in the bottom. Now the thing is we have the input field, but as I mentioned you, we will change the country by the selecting the drop down. Okay, so for that we need to create a drop down. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I am copying this flag. Now I'm just typing CHF. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I'm just giving some random property here. So I am giving this as a chf name. Okay, I am giving this 1 2 3 4. Sorry, I have converted it into the auto layout, and it will be center align, keep in mind. And after that I am just making a copy of it. I am pasting it here, and again I am making auto layout. I am giving this as a 120 pixel by 36. Okay, now I am giving as a build value like 999, so that we can uh, give a radius in a larger way. So now let's what we can do here also is like we can give a fill color. Okay, and I just also wanted to give this some stroke here, and after that it should be 12 to 8 pixel. Okay, so and after that I just wanted to give one more auto layout to this. Okay, and let's make this inside component as a auto, so that it will be autofill. Okay, so that will be one component there which will be called top. Okay, like we have created one component as a top, and after that I will create one component that will be called as a bottom. Okay, so I'm just changing this CS to US, and I think see, instead of using US we can use this GBP, just because GBP has our bottom map. Okay, so I am just changing it into the GBP. Okay, so that will be our bottom. Now what I am doing it, I am making this as a component set. Okay, and this one will be as a called default, and this one will be active. Oh, sorry, that will be called BTA button. Okay, that will be BTA button, and that will be top TP button. Okay, so you can name it according to your requirement. For the time being I am just renaming it in a way. So I think we can rename it by precisely top drop or bottom drop. Okay, so we have top drop, we have bottom drop. Okay, and we can also call this as a drop down. Got it? Now so these are the two flags variant, two drop down variant we have created, but the thing is right now it is in the non-active mode. We need to create one active mode and non-active mode as well. So these are like non-active mode. The only thing you have, like we have it, these are like variants of top and bottom. So with using of any one of the variant we can create open and close state as well. Okay, what we will do it, we will create let's make a drop down also, so that we can create I have created one auto layout, and for that what I will do it so let's make drop down options like one, what will happen if someone opened it. Okay, so we wanted to create that stage also. Okay, so that one will be our row 1, item 1, so that will be called our item 1. And after that I am making one auto layout, on which what we will do it, I will and I just wanted to make this one as a field. I will give this as a 12 pixel roundness. Okay, 12 pixel, I think it is looking too much rounded, so let's keep it as a 4, or I think 8 pixel will also work. Now what we will do it, we will create one auto layout, and here what we will do is that second value we has as a US, so I will change this map as a US. Okay, after that so four item we can create first, so that we can euro. Okay, after that we have Japan, so means JPN. Okay, so it will be changed into the JP. After that we have GB, and we will change it as a GBP. Okay, so now what we will do, we will remove this bottom line from here. After that you can create one more drop shadow. You can use it according to the your requirement. I am just using my preferences, like what I really like to use. Okay, it's up to you, there is no foundation to how you wanted to use it. Okay, and let's create it from all over the side. So X will be right, and right to left. So this one will be as a call drop down. Okay, so now what we will do it, we will create this one as auto layout, and I wanted to use as a, I wanted to give as a, I think 8 pixel. Yeah, 8 pixel is enough. Got it. And I think this drop down we can reduce it a little bit more, just because I think it is too much highlighting right now. And now what we will do it, we will create one more variant of it. Here what I will do it, here what I will do, that I will hide this layer, and I am hiding it. I am keeping this drop down also in the closed state, just because if in case like in case our like variables doesn't perform in true and false stage, so then we will try to make these layers visible or hide. Okay, to make this open and close. So let's try. I know that it will not that situation will not come, but yeah, but in case it will come, we will try to use that scenario as well. Okay, so we also have that route, so you can also use that way. Okay, but now let's target that thing first. So now I just wanted to make this as a bottom group. Okay, I have changed it into the bottom group. Sorry, it should be in the top group. It will be in the top group, just because I wanted to open and close for the top group only. Okay, so now just make a variant of it. Okay, create a component set. Keep in mind that that will be called as a false, and that will be called as a true. Okay, so I'm just calling it as a stage. So also what we can see that top row. So I have created a naming convention for this component. Also what we can do it, we can give some different color into this, so that it will show, it will give a feel that right now it is active stage. Okay, so I'm just changing it into the active stage. Also right now what I can see, default should become as a first. Always keep in mind here also, like let's suppose we have bottom draw first, but make it top draw first. Okay, so these are the minor things you need to take care always. That will be a good practice for you. Okay, after that what we will do it, we will create a variant. Okay, variables. So you can see we have we have created some elements, but the thing is, how can it will perform? It definitely it will perform with the variables. Okay, so we need to create a collection for that. So now what I will do, I will create one more collection that will be called as a third phase. Okay, just why third phase? Just because two variants, two like scenarios I already covered. This is third scenario. Okay, so now I am working on it. So here what we will do it, we will create TP filter. Okay, instead of TP we can also call it as a top filter, and now we can call as a BT filter. Okay, so two filter we have created, that will be these drop down items. Okay, so for them I have created these. We will create one string that will be called top filter, and here what we will do it, we will give a string chf, just because in the top drop down we have a chf value. Similarly we will create BT filter, and here what we will give as a GBP. Let's keep it as a capital letters, just because we have capital letters drop downs. Okay, it is top filter, BT filter, text variant as well, just because whenever the drop down we changed, you need to pass this into the your this drop down value as well. Okay, drop down what you say, the text also, just because we wanted to change the country but with the with using drop down. Okay, so by selecting drop down you can change the map, but I wanted to change this text also with whatever the map is selected, so the text will also change accordingly. So okay, so for that I am just giving this string value. Now after that, how we can do that, we will see later. But now the thing is, we need to target some other some other element as well. So as you can see, there is a keyboard. Okay, so for that I will also create one more string, and that will be called ch-gb. Why I am using this ch-gb? Just if you remember that we named it like that way, ch-gb. So that time I told you that keep in mind to make it as a crisp, so that we can use it easily. So I am just using that nomenclature here as well. Okay, after that we will create one more string that will be this. So I am just making this as a copy. What we will do here, we will create this as a string as a helper, and after that I am pasting it. Okay, sorry, I by mistakenly let me delete this well, and let me call this as a helper. So now the thing is, right now we will be in the first scenario, we will use chf by gbp. So that's why I'm putting the content as 1 chf is equal to 1.09, just because I am when I am right now googling it, right now I'm checking the value of chf to gbp. The value is showing me to 1.09. It can be anything, but yeah, the thing is, for the time being I am using one specific value which you can also use. Okay, and now what I will do, I will change these as a group, and I will call them as a drop. Okay, so just because all these things are belongs to drop. Now what we will do, we will create one some toString as well, where we can see we will target the flags. Okay, so what we will do for that, we will call as a top dash flag, and here what we will do is we will type ch. Similarly we will type btm, and here we will type gb. Okay, just because if you remember in the map we have this ch and gb nomenclature, so that I am also using here. What we can also do, we will move this into new group, and that will be called as a flag. Okay, just because these are belongs to flag variant. Okay, flag property bottom. Okay, nomenclature, just because we are using full name top flag, so for that I also use bottom flag. Okay, So now we have completed the variant variables part. So let me use this flag into the uh, our design screen. For that, what I will do, I will make a copy of it. I am pasting it here. So here you can see I am just pasting it. What I did here is I will just make a copy and I will place it here. Okay. Now the thing is, this drop down is belongs from the bottom, so I'm just named it as a BT drop. Okay. Similarly, what we will do, we will align it. Oh, sorry, linked it with the bottom filter, and I will align it with the top filter. Okay. So these things we need to implement here also. One more thing we need to do is, just because we have not added any interaction, so we need to add that part as also. That what will happen if someone click on this, so it will close it, it will open it. So these are the parameter I also set. So this keyboard, if you remember, we have already copied it, but for the time being I am again repeating it so that you can easily see the changes. I hope it will work. If not, then we will see that what is not working. Okay. So I'm just running this prototype. I'm making this see that whether our prototype is working or not. As you can see, if I am hitting outside, it is showing me that wherever the interactions are applied. So if I press 1, it is showing me 1.09, like that is the value of GBP. Okay. And if I press 2, it will multiply 12 multiply 1.09, so that is the value is coming. So you can also check, like if I multiply 12 by 1.09, you can see the result that it is coming 13.08. And in case I press 3, so it is showing me 1.34.07. Okay. So you can again also check it, like whether it is correct or not. So I'm just multiplying it by values that it is showing me the correct values. Okay. So it means that this functionality is working correctly. Now if I randomly pressing the some numbers, you can check the backspace is also working or not. Okay. Keep in remember that whenever you just press 3 items, whether you can just make it clean, or you can just press the backspace button 3 times. Okay. What happen 3 times backspace, it will clear the caches. Okay. So that is the functionality we have used. Okay. I hope you have remembered that that we did in earlier videos. Now the thing is, the next task is we wanted to achieve our country change by the drop down. Okay, so let's suppose I am just pressing this drop down will open. So we have the functionality, but the thing is right now it is coming inside of input value. So let me check that why it is happening. Okay, so I'm just coming here. First of all, we need to remove the this what you say, the clip. Okay, so as you can see, we have active the clip what is the feature, so we need to uncheck it. So now I hope this will work. It will show complete drop down. Okay, so let it be upload, just because right now it is showing the uploading stage. So by the time I'm just pausing the video. So guys, actually some noise you can hear from my backends, but please ignore it, just because I wanted to complete this series. So I'm just making this video in the afternoon and in the morning, so please be bear with me. Okay. Now, so the thing is, like what we did is we refreshed and we refreshed this file. Now let's see if you can see that our drop down is coming quite well. Okay, and is covering this input field, and you can easily read all the drop down values. Okay, so also you can see that if user clicking on this, you can So you can swap it, but right now I didn't use the swapping functionality here on particular this phase. You can also do that by following my earlier videos steps. Okay, so you can do that, but right now I'm not focusing on that part. I'm just focusing on changing the drop down with changing the country with the drop down. Okay, so the next thing is though, so the next part is like how we can change the values like this helper text values and the keyboard values with the changing the drop down. Okay, so as you can see, first part is chf to gbp is we already utilizing this first keyboard, but the thing is we wanted to use this gbp to euro in our as a second part. Okay, but for that we need to implement our drop downs, and we need to assign our all the values to the our maps and text. Okay, so that we can change whatever the values whatever the country we will select, that will be changed by text and with the map here also. Okay, so for that what we will do, we will click on it, we will select the top flag. Okay, sorry, not the top flag, we will select the top filter. Okay, so similarly we will select the bottom filter, and here we will select the map, and we will select the bottom flag, and we will select the top flag. Okay, just because as you know the ch has a like a flag nomenclature, and this text has a top dash filter kind of this like this text has a chf, so we use this map as a gb.eu, right? So for that we have assigned the variables called top dash filter and bt dash filter. Okay, so we need to assign that. Okay, talking about the interaction, we already implemented, as you can see that we whenever we click the drop down it will open. Okay, so now moving to the next part is, let's see here. Now coming to the here, as you can see that in gbp, now we wanted to change this gbp to euro. Okay, so gbp is the last item here, so now we will select this last item, we will go to the prototype, we will assign some interaction. Okay, we will give the command that select the top filter text. Okay, and make this as a gbp. Okay, given the command that we will wanted to change this text as gbp, similarly we will apply the command where we will say that change this top flag into gb. Okay, just as you know that we have the naming convention of the flag as a gb for Great Britain flag. Okay, now the thing is we wanted to close this filter as well, so for that we will say that select the top filter and make it as a false. Now I'm just refreshing the screen. Once user click on chf, he click on this gbp, he will see the changes, the text is changed into the gbp, flag is also changed. Okay, same interaction we will implement into the bottom. Okay, so as you know the bottom we wanted to make it as a change to euro, so for the euro is coming into the third number, so I will select the third item number, and similar approach we will follow here as well. Okay, so now what we will see, what we will say that we will target the bottom filter, and we will say that make this bottom filter as a ur. Okay, so this for the text. Now we will target the map, and we will say that select the bottom flag and type the EU, just because we wanted to make it as a EU euro. Okay, and now we wanted to close this this drop down also, so what we will do, we will select the bottom filter, make this as a false. After that some other things we need to also apply. What we need to do is we need to target the helper. Okay, and here what we will say that one gbp is equal to 1.24 euro. Okay, so that we will say here and this will be changed, this will target for the helper text, like if user click this to euro, okay, from the drop down option, this text will be automatically changed. As well as what we wanted to do, we wanted to change this keyboard as well. Okay, so for that what we will do, we will target the keyboard. Okay, we will target the keyboard, and what we will say that change this GB target GB dash EU. So as you, if you know, like if you remember that we have naming convention of every element in this keyboard section, that this, and the second one has a GB dash EU, like which will be GBP no, to euro. So same naming convention we have also applied, but the thing is we need to link this, keyboard also. Otherwise what will happen, it will our variables will not unable to find the keyboard. We need to tell him that this is the keyboard. Okay, you need to target this keyboard and you need to change this keyboard. Okay, similarly what we did here, like you know that we assign the variables, right, map and the text. So similarly we need to assign this keyboard as a name, then this functionality will work. And also what I did here is I changed this 0 to 11 just so that if when the keyboard is changed, you can see the changes that something has changed in terms of keyboard changing. Okay, so let's suppose I am making this as a GBP, and after that I am making this a euro. So as you can see that this one has a change to 11, but this text is not changed. So what we need to do is, let's see that whether it is linked or no. It is not linked. Okay, so guys, keep in remember that we need to link every element, then all the interactions will behave. Okay, so I'm just changing it again, GBP to euro. Now you can see that GBP is equal to 1.24 euro, and now this keyboard has also changed. So now the thing is we wanted to see the interactions. So let's suppose I press the 1, you can see the $1 Great Britain dollar is changing to 1.24. So euro, like naming convention, we need to change here. Okay, we need to change it here. Like for that what you need to do is, you similarly like helper text, you need to assign this one as a what you say, a character, or in a way, so that you can like you can target this with through variables. Okay, I am not doing it just because I wanted to. You can do that from yourself, just it is not a big thing to change it. Okay, so I'm not changing it, you can do that your like manually. Now that I am pressing 2, it is showing to 14.88. let's check it whether our calculation working properly or not. Okay, so we can see the 14.88, and let's suppose I press 3. So here you can see that after pressing 3 times, with our key, our pads numbers is changing to the disabled state. Okay, as you remember that we applied that functionality. Okay, so now 1 2 3 multiply by 1.24. Now you can see 150.2 by, and now if I press this back button, all the comes into enable stage, and now all the functionality behaving properly. Okay, so it means our functionality is working quite fine. Okay, similarly you can apply this thing like JPP to JPY and JPP to USD. Okay, I am not doing that just because it is, I showed you that with the help of one keypad change. So I am just hoping that you can also do that. You can also you need to just if you wanted to swap functionality in there here as well, so you need to just as you can see, like what you need to do is you need to replace this. Okay, you need to just replace this our interactions like top drop down or bottom drop down, similarly what we did earlier. Okay, so these are the minor tweaks which I did to achieve this beautiful interaction. Okay, so hopefully I hope you like this video, and you will definitely subscribe this my channel, and share this video with your colleagues, so that we can make a beautiful Figma community. With help of that we will expand our web guru tutorial family to larger one. I just wanted to increase my subscribers to like 1000 as soon as possible. So that kindly help me into that, just because I'm coming up with like really cool interactive ideas. So I just need your support so that we can achieve more complicated interactions, okay, in the future. So guys, till then, take care, bye bye.